from Chrisin Rock's toxic leaks tied to her chaotic, on-and-off relationship with Blueface.
One of my most intimate moments was exposed to the world, so yeah, it affected.
To Tyara Marie having her most private videos exposed by an ex who allegedly used her own passwords against her, and Cardi B's hacked Instagram Live with Offset going viral, these are the female rappers whose most intimate moments were turned into public spectacle. When we talk about the earliest leaked intimate content in hip-hop, we have to rewind back to 2005. This was a time when the internet was still finding its footing, MySpace ruled social media, and the idea of going viral was still new. That year, a video allegedly showing Eve with producer Stevie J surfaced online without her consent, making it one of the first high-profile cases involving a female rapper in this type of controversy. At that point in time, Eve wasn't just another artist on the come-up. She was already a powerhouse, a Grammy-winning rapper with chart-topping hits and a reputation built on strength, authenticity, and confidence. So when the footage surfaced, it wasn't just gossip. It was a direct violation of her privacy and an attack on everything she had built. Initially, Eve denied the narrative and refused to fuel the headlines. She wouldn't allow the situation to define her. Eventually, she reframed the conversation, calling it exactly what it was, a violation, and made it clear that she was the victim, not the villain. Years later, Stevie J himself would speak on the situation, revealing just how painful and complicated it truly was.
Well, you guys broke up in 2003.
That revelation added another disturbing layer. According to him, the situation wasn't a random hack, but an alleged betrayal by someone close to Eve during a vulnerable period while she was on tour. Their relationship had been intense and personal, making the situation even more damaging.
It really wasn't. It was so bananas because Eve and I loved each other. Eve's such a sweetheart. There was a time where she couldn't go to the studio if I wasn't with her. She couldn't go out of town if I wasn't with her. That's the love we shared.
As for the impact on her career, surprisingly, it didn't derail her trajectory. While tabloids ran wild, Eve had already established herself as more than just a rapper. She transitioned into acting, landed film roles, and eventually starred in her own sitcom. One moment of exposed vulnerability did not define her legacy, she made sure of that. But Eve's story was only the beginning. Just 3 years later, another rap veteran would face similar rumors, though with a very different outcome. Foxy Brown. Fast forward to 2008, and whispers began circulating about an alleged tape involving Foxy Brown and an unidentified partner. If you know Fox's history, you know she survived more adversity than most: legal battles, label disputes, and serious health issues. So when the rumor surfaced, it became just another storm she had to weather. But here's the thing, nothing concrete ever surfaced. No verified footage. No credible confirmation. Reports claimed the tape was being shopped around, but it never appeared online. Foxy and her team chose to ignore it completely, refusing to give the rumor any oxygen. That strategy worked. The speculation faded, and her later mixtape releases overshadowed the brief tabloid noise. Whether the tape ever existed remains unclear, and it ultimately became nothing more than a footnote in a career defined by far greater battles and resilience. While Fox's situation stayed in rumor territory, 6 years later another artist would confront similar allegations head-on at the height of her success. Iggy Azalea. Now it's 2014. Social media is dominant. TMZ moves fast. Scandals spread globally within minutes. This was the environment Iggy Azalea was navigating when reports surfaced claiming a tape from a past relationship was being shopped to adult film companies. The timing couldn't have been worse, or more suspicious. This was right as Fancy dominated radio and Iggy became a household name. The allegations threatened her momentum. Iggy responded immediately, flatly denying the tape's existence and threatening legal action against anyone attempting to distribute it. She wasn't cautious or diplomatic, she was firm and unapologetic. This all happened while she was already under intense scrutiny over cultural appropriation and her place in hip-hop. Instead of retreating, she used the moment to call out misogyny, pointing out how female artists face disproportionate invasions of privacy compared to male counterparts. Her response showed growth, confidence, and a refusal to be exploited. Next up, Nicki Minaj. Let's rewind to 2010, just before Nicki's debut album Pink Friday dropped. She was transitioning from Young Money's secret weapon to a solo superstar. Right at that pivotal moment, rumors of an alleged tape began circulating. The pressure was immense. This album would define her career. But Nicki didn't just deny the rumors. She publicly labeled them fake and framed them as an attempt to sabotage her rise. She understood the industry's double standards and refused to let the narrative distract her. Instead, she used the moment to highlight how male rappers are praised for their sexuality while women are shamed for theirs. The rumors ultimately had zero long-term impact and, if anything, fueled her determination. Nicki controlled the narrative and won. But by 2023, a new generation approached these situations very differently. Sexy Red. In 2023, Sexy Red posted content to her own Instagram story that was quickly deleted, sparking immediate speculation. Screenshots spread instantly, and within hours she was trending for reasons unrelated to her music. She later claimed her account had been hacked and stated the footage was old. But unlike past eras, the incident didn't damage her career, it boosted it. The controversy aligned with her unapologetic persona and increased her visibility, leading to more features and mainstream attention. It raised an uncomfortable truth. In today's digital culture, even negative attention can be converted into momentum. Whether that's healthy or not is debatable, but it's real. And in 2024, this dynamic appeared again in one of hip-hop's most dangerous subgenres, New York drill. Moving into 2024, rising drill artist Murder B, became embroiled in controversy after a video involving rapper Bandmanril leaked on Instagram. In a genre already under intense scrutiny, the leak wasn't just gossip. It raised concerns about safety, exploitation, and targeted harm. Murder B largely stayed silent, focusing on music releases instead. While the leak amplified her buzz, it also highlighted how dangerous leaks can be in a scene where beef and surveillance are constant realities. But back in 2022, another rising star faced similar rumors and shut them down fast. Ice Spice. As Ice Spice was breaking out, alleged tape content began circulating online. Fans debated authenticity endlessly. She quickly denied the claims, calling them fake and criticizing those spreading them. Rather than slowing her down, the moment strengthened her image. She spoke on privacy violations and double standards, and her success only accelerated, including massive collaborations like her track with Taylor Swift.
Human beings either in situations like this. Like, people joke around, they do stuff, but you don't think that Tierra's really
it definitely affected me. I'm a woman. I'm human. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I mean, one of my most intimate moments was exposed to the world. So hell yeah. Mm-hmm. It affected me.
While the drama boosted her visibility, it's clear there's a heavy personal cost. This isn't entertainment. It's someone's real life unfolding in public. But in 2018, another artist turned her trauma into legal change. Tyara Marie. Tyara Marie's case wasn't rumor, it was revenge porn. An ex deliberately posted her intimate content online. She responded by filing a lawsuit for invasion of privacy and speaking openly about the emotional damage it caused.
He had my password.
So you know it was.
I know it was him.
So then there's no question who it was.
She described the deep trauma and humiliation she endured, exposing the human cost behind these violations.
Yeah, because this is the day after I found out about his chicks. And it kind of went down that day.
She explained how the betrayal happened during a vulnerable moment and how deliberate it was.
Like, I remember, I see more of the aftermath, like you and 50 going back and forth. Than I don't even really recall the tape.
Yeah, but that's what it all stemmed from. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he posted the tape, and I took action.
Was there ever a period where you said, you know what, I'm going to try to make the most of this tape situation, see if I can sell it to Vivid or somebody? And
you know, I never really thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
I never really thought about that.
Because only you can do that.
Her legal action sent a message that this behavior is criminal, not entertainment.
So no more sex tapes after this. No more.
No more sex tapes. No more pictures. I am scarred.
She made it clear she never considered profiting from the situation. Instead, she became an advocate against revenge porn, using her experience to help others. Finally, Cardi B. In 2017, footage from an Instagram Live with Offset leaked during the early stages of her rise. Rather than panic, Cardi joked about it, then later spoke honestly about privacy invasion. The incident happened just before Invasion of Privacy dropped, an album that would dominate charts. Cardi turned potential scandal into empowerment, proving resilience could outshine controversy.